After with Nick and Big J, broadcasting live out here at Rock on the Range in Columbus, Ohio. Jim Florentine from That Metal Show, VH1 Classic. Also, one of the many people taking care of the comedy tent out here at Rock on the Range this year. First year they've done that in the 7 years that it's running. Any pressure playing your set at a metal show?
Well, yeah, there's always it's different. I mean, comedy barely works in a comedy club where people pay $20 and they sit down and there's a 2-drink minimum and they know what they're coming to see.
Right.
So whenever you do a festival, it's always you always got to take it up another notch, and it could end badly, absolutely. But this actually, they got their own separate tent for comedy. I've done comedy where I've been on the main stage, and that's awful. That's really tough to do. Because they just think you're the local DJ in town and you're babbling, and they're like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Right? No, you're good. You're good.
Shut up! You can get off the stage, because they think I'm actually taking time away from a song.
Right.
From the band that's coming up. When meanwhile, there's a set schedule. I'm not. You know what I mean? You're not gonna miss 10 minutes of Stone Sour because I'm doing jokes. Like there's a whole. It's run very efficiently here. Everybody knows what they're doing. But somehow the drunk guy in the crowd thinks that.
Well, of course. Yeah, they're out of their minds. And plus, they're metal fans, so they don't always have the best sense of humor.
I opened for Slayer for a month on tour, and one guy after the show, when I was doing a meet and greet at the merch table, punched me in the head. I was signing something, and I look up, and he's like, "That's what you get for taking time away from Slayer." And I'm like, and he ran away. I'm like, I'm not even going to go after him. How am I going to argue with him?
Were you second-guessing the gig at that point? Like, why did I take the Slayer gig?
Yeah, I'm like, this is ridiculous if I have to deal. But so then I would just go up there and go, "Hey, look, Slayer is coming out in 9 minutes, okay? I got to do for the next 7 minutes. I'm going to fuck around with you. I'm going to mess around with you guys and tell some jokes and stuff. They're not going to come out any earlier. So if you don't want to hear it, just go get a beer or go take a piss. All right, but I'm going to be up for the next 7 minutes, so just deal with it."
But, being on That Metal Show has to lend some sort of credibility to the rock audience, right? They recognize you from the show and that kind of thing?
It helps. Yeah, like 70% of the crowd knew who I was. But they only give you the benefit of the doubt for about 45 seconds before they start hating you.
Right.
You better have something good. You better hit them with like 3 quick one-liners.
I mean,
and fast.
And that puts you that challenges you though as a comedian.
I can't go up there in front of 17,000 people and go, "So anybody married here? Anybody been on a plane recently?" Right. Nobody cares.
Yeah, you can't bullshit up there.
Yeah.
You gotta bring your good
stuff. You go right. "Hey, who's drinking tonight?" And then you go into a drinking joke. "Yeah, I drink and I whatever."
Metal.
Who smokes pot? Who hates hip hop? Who hates hip hop? Do a lot of rah-rah, and then you go right into a joke.
You've had a chance to be a part of some of these things across the country and working with a lot of rock bands. You're also a fan of these people that are playing at some of this festival, so you get to enjoy that angle of things too while you're here?
Oh, absolutely, man. I've never seen Hailstorm before, so I'm psyched to see them. I saw Korn last night rip it up.
Right. Yeah.
So I haven't seen them in a long time. I always like seeing Buck Cherry. Cheap Trick was great last night. I want to see Ghost, who's on tomorrow.
We got to get over and see
We're going to leave what we're doing to go see Ghost.
You got to see that.
Yes.
I've seen them twice, but it's a little different in the daytime. I've seen them at night, but still, it's a great show. And then I want to see Clutch, of course. I can't wait for Clutch.
Yeah.
Who else is on? Sword is on.
Right.
I know I'm forgetting a few. Stone Sour's always great, so it's going to be awesome.
I got a question. Being a metal authority and a comedian, we talk about this a lot, that metal fans seem to be cannibalistic. They like to eat their own. When a metal band comes out and gets somewhat popular, all they want to do is post on message boards about how they suck now all of a sudden. And it's just kind of an interesting dynamic that you don't get from a lot of other music genres.
That drives me nuts. I don't understand that, because in any other profession, people will be happy that you moved up. Like if someone started at a business as the secretary, right? She was just friggin' answering emails, doing faxes, and then 8 years later, she's head of the company. Everyone's like, "Wow, she worked her ass off." How cool is that she's the head of any other band? "Oh, yeah, I remember when they used to play in a bar down the street. Yeah, now they're playing in a big venue. Yeah, now they're big shots." No, they just moved up in their career just like anybody else.
Right.
A doctor that went to school for friggin' 8 years, all of a sudden he's the head doctor. You're going to be mad at him? Yeah, well, now he's a big shot. He's working at the big hospital now. So weird, man. And I always do. I do the opposite. When people start ragging on bands, I like them even more, and I talk about them more. Like the new
Jay's
band,
that way too. Yeah.
The new band that the rag on is Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That band has put out the 3 albums are great records, 3 in a row. They have not missed on anything, and they got another one coming out. And now all of a sudden the backlash on them.
Yeah.
Why? They put out great. It's angry. It's heavy. Why? Because your 12-year-old nephew likes them, so now it's not cool. I've never understood that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Amen, sir.
Pisses me
Amen.
off.
It does. It's infuriating. But and that's all you can do is just go along for the ride and just hope people attach themselves to the good stuff, man.
It's weird because you don't want your band, like, whatever you say, Five Finger Death Punch, their first tour, they probably drive around in a van with friggin' 8 seats in it.
Right.
Do you want the guys that you like and are passionate about to drive in a van like that for the rest of their lives? They're not allowed to be a little comfortable?
Yeah.
And move up to a tour bus and maybe stay in a nice hotel?
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah,
How dare you shower every day?
Yeah, I
you
know.
bastards.
Yeah, it's bull.
You think you're better than me?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
It's so weird, man.
Good stuff, man. I'm so happy that they added the comedy tent to this festival. It kind of takes it to a whole nother level. You get to play here and enjoy some stuff with some of your friends and also do some fun stuff. And going to pop by and check your set out tomorrow as well, as I know you're closing that thing down tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, closing it down tomorrow. And, and that's new season of That Metal Show starts June 1st. We have a brand new season coming up.
Beautiful.
So.
Check that out on VH1 Classic as well. Jim, always good catching up with you, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Man.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it.